Hello anybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario RPG. I'm Mr. Devious, or just Deeb, and in the last episode, we finished up Land's End, got through Belomi's Temple, and got into Monstro Town, which we are going to be spending the majority of this episode exploring. So as you come through this town, it's a series of doors put in the face of the cliff that actually made up Land's End, if you look at the map when you go back to it. We're gonna start this one room at a time, one door at a time. So first let's go in here. You're not a monster, you're a fan. We're gonna turn you on Gust. We're gonna turn you on Blast. This is one angry fan. Anyway, we came to Monstro Town because we heard rumors that there was another star piece here, so let's talk to the Monster Mama.
Oh my, a traveler from afar. Welcome to Monstro Town, where many of our kind mingle. I'm the landlady, Monster Mama. A star, you say? Oh, you're here to see our star. She's upstairs, so feel free to go and take a look for yourself.
She, huh? Interesting. Oh. Oh. Okay then. Well, before we go downstairs, let's talk to these guys.
I've been all around the world, but the strangest person I met is this old geezer in Rose Town. He really is weird, but definitely worth meeting.
That's going to be important later on, and talking to this mouse actually opens up a new section of Rose Town if you want to go back and explore that. At least I think talking to him triggers it.
Sometimes if you jump at the right places, a treasure box will pop out of thin air. Anything like this happen to you? These treasure boxes are known as surprise boxes because they appear out of nowhere.
We know because we had a tutorial at the start of the game, and I've been getting them all as we go.
You think you found them all, but there are still 10 left.
10 left, so we're actually getting pretty close on the number of boxes we found. Anyway, now that we've found out that that is not the star piece we're looking for, let's talk to Monster Mama.
So, what do you think? Isn't our star adorable? She's so talented too. Folks come to see her from afar. Star bees? Oh, star piece. Nope, not familiar with them. So you came all the way out here to search for a star piece. It must be really important. This is the last place on land. If you can't find it here, the only place left is up.
What does that even mean?
So, you wanna go there? Ha! You're an open book. Okay, here's what you need to do. There's a secret passage to the sky at Bean Valley. But first you must scale the cliff beyond the desert to get there. Since you're such a nice guy, I'll introduce you to someone that can help you. Sky Troopers, I need you!
What was offline time, troops? 8.52 seconds, Sergeant. Sky Troopers reporting for duty, ma'am. We're 0.52 seconds late. I hold myself personally accountable for the delay, ma'am.
Still as rigid as ever about your rules and regulations? No need to bother with the protocol around me, Sergeant. I've got a favor to ask of you.
Yes, ma'am. Anything we can do for a civilian.
This fellow here really wants to get to Bean Valley. Could you help him scale the cliff?
Understood, ma'am. The orders are get mustache over the cliff. We will succeed. We will now deploy ourselves to the cliff at Land's End. Troopers, keep a tight formation. We have liftoff! And off they go.
They're odd, but trustworthy. Good luck with your search.
Now, if you want to, you can actually leave Monstro Town at this point and just get on with the story. Just go back to the cliff that we found, or that was too spooky for that mouse. But we're going to be exploring all of Monstro Town since we're here. We got a bunch of, we got a dog.
So the super jump is your specialty, right? Those multiple jumps of yours are pretty amazing. I heard that your record for a consecutive jump stands at 13. How do you do it?
Now, this guy actually...
Jump more than 30 times in a row and I'll give you a prize.
He's very accurate. If you do manage to jump more than 30 times, he'll give you like an accessory, I think, that'll boost your attack significantly, but if you actually manage to get 100 jumps, you get the best piece of armor in the game. It increases all your stats massively, but it's insanely hard to get, and I've never gotten it because I've never even broken 30 consecutive jumps. Anyway, we want that key. How are we gonna get that key? We'll find out in a second. We're gonna talk to this piranha plant.
It's really weird. Sometimes I hear the guy next door. He's always mumbling about a crystal this and an evil that. Isn't a crystal some kind of a shiny rock or something? I know I've seen those somewhere.
You and me both, buddy.
You there! Rumor has it that you're quite an accomplished jumper. I may be out-jumped, but you're totally out-pumped. The strong, silent type, eh? Don't you dig these vibes? Don't you dig these vibes?
Now, this is something we actually want to do, because talking to this thwomp will actually move the key gradually towards the edge. So you gotta talk to him a bunch of times, and only then will that key come down here. We're gonna talk to him an extra time just to be safe. If you talk to this guy too many times, the key can actually go flying off this cliff, off this side of the map. So that gets us the temple key. So we're gonna be heading back to Belomi Temple, because that actually lets us get into a secret room that I didn't show off in the last episode for the sake of pacing. But we're gonna be showing it off now, so yeah. First things first, you gotta ride this elevator back up to the top. And what you want to get, and what you're actually more likely to get, is to get this.
Sorry, I'm not accepting visitors past my bedtime.
Now, when you get that fortune instead of, ooh, I'm so hungry, I could have a snack to eat, that's the sign that you got this room.
That key you have there looks pretty tasty.
And we're gonna give him the key. And he's going to eat the key, and that will give us access to his vault, which just has a crap load of treasure in it. Like, a lot more than any other secret room in the game that I know of, and we are full on items. Well, let's just start throwing stuff out, I guess. And that gets us a max mushroom, and to put that in our party, I'm willing to get rid of... not the rock candy, not the Yoshi's cookie either. Let's get rid of mid mushroom, because we don't really need it. Anyway, thankfully, now we can just pick up the rest of this stuff with pretty much no hassle. I mean, except for that last item that's just kind of sitting there in plain view. You see it. I think that's going to be a Kiro Cola. Nope, that's a firebomb. And the firebomb, well, first things first, we're going to throw away enable juice to put that in our party. We're not going to use the firebomb, but we can sell it for like 100 coins. So, you know, it's worth keeping around. Now, unfortunately, to leave this place, you do have to get the fortune again. That says, you know, oh, I missed the secret enemy that time. You have to get the fortune that says, oh, I will let people in and I will eat them. I want a snack. Ooh, and now that we got this secret monster again, let's see if we can get into a fight with it. We got it. Now this is a very rare enemy. It doesn't really do anything in particular. It's called Formless. If you attack it with a normal attack, you won't be able to hit it. However, if you attack it with a special attack, of any strength, doesn't matter, just as long as it's a special attack, this will happen. Well, that reveals the actual mini-boss, the secret boss. There's not much to really say about this boss. It sometimes appears as that puff of smoke. You gotta hit with a special attack in order to actually attack it with physical attacks. Now that it is in Mokura form, it is weak to physical attacks, but is very resistant to magic attacks. It has a wide plethora of special attacks and pretty high special attack, so you have to be careful against this guy. Let's see what else he can do. Solidify? Yeah, this guy has quite the arsenal of magic in his arsenal. But other than that, he's not really noteworthy, aside from the fact that he gives you a cool 30 XP when you kill him. And just for reference, that's, even in the late game, 30 XP is not a bad amount to get in a fight. It's no ridiculous secret enemy that gives you super amounts of XP, and Bowser levels up and learns Crusher, but it's still something that's worth hunting down and just kind of killing whenever you see it, because it's rare enough to be worth the time. I'm always getting this. Anyway, now that we're back in Monstro Town, moving to this next door over, this door has been sealed. This is the room that the Piranha Plant is talking about. If you've played Super Mario RPG, you know it's behind this door, but I'm going to be saving that until a lot later because we're not ready. Hey, it's a Goomba!
Yes, just a minute. I'll be there in a second. Oh my!
Goomba, what are you doing here?
Bowser, it's been ages, hasn't it? Sorry about going AWOL on you. I ran away because I was scared to fight Smithy. A lot has happened since then, but look how far I've come. I'm managing this store now. And look, here are my little ones. Come on, show your manners and greet Uncle Bowser. Hi, Uncle Bowser. Although I can't fight for you, I still have some items you can use. Maybe you'll find it in your heart to forgive me if I can help you get equipped.
Don't worry. I'm not angry with you. I've got new troops now, and we're gonna reclaim my castle! Reclaim! You go on with your life here. I wish you the best. This is one of the reasons that I love Monstro Town, and I love Bowser, and I love what this game does for Bowser. In fleshing him out as not only the leader of the Koopa Troop, but as a charismatic one that his minions love at that, and one who is good to his minions. There's a reason he stays a king throughout the series, and it's moments like this.
What can I get for you?
So now we're actually going to be going into the shop, and we can actually buy a couple pieces of equipment for Bowser, which we're going to be doing right now. We're going to buy both of those, and sadly this means it is time to say goodbye to the Hurley gloves. I'm so sad. We'll keep them around, but we can't ignore that 20 boost in strength. And we're going to put on that courage cell, which, incidentally, if you still have the work pants on Bowser, the work pants are still the more valuable piece. While I'm here, I should take the time to mention that the safety badge, while it says it prevents mutant poison attacks, it actually prevents all status effects, so it is better than the true form pin, and we're going to be keeping that on. It's just something I learned recently. Anyway, we're going to be selling a bunch of stuff, so I'll skip ahead. Anyway, that takes care of that, and if you come over here,
We want to help too. Please, please, can we?
the triplets actually sell you mushrooms. They have a major typo in the item description where it recovers 30 HP, but the but is if you use this mushroom to heal one of your party members, it'll turn them into a mushroom. So that's kinda weird. So goodbye, Goomba. You are great. You are an okay dude. And here we actually have a bed.
Feel free to rest here. The three musty fairs.
Now, what is this bed? And also, he turned off a mushroom, in case you weren't aware of what just happened. An Amanita. Oh, no, it's a ghost.
Nice to meet ya. I'm Grappa.
Hi, I'm the Big Boo.
And I'm Drybones.
We are the three musty fairs. He's sleeping.
Boy, he sure is.
Check out those bubbles coming out of his nose.
Maybe he can still hear us while he's asleep.
That was not the Big Boo, that was Grieper. Hey you, we want to play a round of Find the Flag.
Right, we'll each hide a flag somewhere around the world.
Yeah, find all 3 flags and you'll get an awesome prize.
We'll go and hide the flags. See you when we get back.
We'll be back.
I'm back. I hid my flag behind a wooden flower.
I'm home. My flag's under a green bed.
I'm back. You'll never guess my spot. It's between O and A. Our flags are invisible, so search very carefully when you think you've found the spot. Don't forget what we told you.
So this actually starts up a very short side quest if you know exactly where to go, and we're actually going to be taking care of that really quickly. And for that, we're going to be heading out of Monstro Town, and on your way out, we'll be looking at that last door pretty soon, by the way. We're going to hit that box. We are going to leave Monstro Town. Actually, before we go, there's one more thing I want to show off. You might remember when we talked to that star, it made those sound effects. That sound, that melody, that is actually one of the melodies, the third melody we need to take to Toadofsky. So that's something else we're going to be doing while we're out of Monstro Town. So first things first, let's get on track for getting those flags. The first one, Grieper said he put behind a wooden flower. The only wooden flower in this land would be in Rose Town, which your biggest hint for is that, well, every town has like a wooden sign for like a welcome sign. So where is it? It's around here somewhere. There it is. Now the next one, the dry bone said he put it under a green bed, and that might seem intimidating at first because we've seen a lot of beds on our journey. However, it's really not that bad because your logical starting point is going to be Mario's pad and Mario's bed, which just so happens to be the green bed. And the third flag is the one that actually kind of tricked me up a little bit when I was a kid, but more so because I didn't play the game for a long stretch of time between where the flag appears and actually getting to Monstro Town. It's on Yoster Isle, between an O and an A. Specifically, it is over here, between the O and the A. Exactly as it said. Big Boo flag, that's all three. Also, we have Raz and Riney here.
Oh, you have the card. Looks like you can use it to play games at a place near Bean Valley. Who knows? Maybe I'll see you there, huh? It might be fun.
He's talking about the bright card.
Hello, Mario. Raz here can't even hop on Yoshi, but that's okay. I still love him, even though he's useless.
So, yeah, Raz and Riney's story is truly complete now that they're on their honeymoon surrounded by Yoshis who they can't even communicate with. That's wonderful. Anyway, now that we've gotten the flags, before we head back, we are going to head back to Tadpole Pond and finish up that last melody. Now, this one is kind of supposed to be the hardest because it doesn't give you the notes, it just gives you the melody. But for me, that actually makes this last one easier than the others because I remember things easier through sound than I do through not sound. So, yeah. Let's see if I can get it. It's easier for me to remember the sounds than it is for me to not remember the sounds. Oh wait, there are actually 4 notes at the beginning. I already screwed this up. That was fantastic. This is made even easier by the fact that this is just a very simple ascending melody that has a very simple sequence of notes. Like, if they were all over the place... Like, if those notes were all over the place, that'd be a lot harder. That's it! This is the melody I've been looking for. Thank you for the inspiration. Please take this as a token of my gratitude. And we got a soprano card, the best card we can get. Finally, my song is nearly complete. But I must confess that you contributed a lot to it. No kidding. We can all take credit for it, even though I stole those 3 songs. Now you must think of a final phrase that will wrap it all up. Let your creative juices flow and show me what you got. So it is time for us to freestyle this frog thing. Let's put one there. And one there. And I guess one up there. You know, I know nothing about music. And this is just gonna be awful. This is just gonna be dreadful. That was terrible. Okay, here we go. Listen to this. It's our song. Fantastic. So what do you think? Never mind. Well, be that way. So now the melody is done with a garbage 4th phrase. That is absolutely fantastic. And for your troubles, if you bring the soprano card over here, what will it do? If you show it to this guy, as per usual, now you can buy Kiro Colas for only 200 coins as well. That's their selling price. So at any time, you can just stock up on Kiro Colas. It's kinda broken. But anyway, that is the end of that side quest forever, and we never have to compose again. I'm happy. So let's head back on into Star Hill, not Star Hill, to Land's End, and back into Monstro Town. We're not going back to Land's End until the next episode, and that's when we'll make our progress. because we still have to go back into the Musty Fear's house and give back all the stuff. Or rather, return the flags.
Good job, you found all 3 flags. Hey, you're not half bad.
You did pretty well.
We had a great time too. Thanks for playing our game. Now the grand prize giveaway.
Don't forget what we told you.
And I don't know what they told him exactly, but if you look at Mario, his accessory has been replaced with a ghost medal, which we're gonna replace with the safety badge. We'll put the ghost medal on Gino, because why not? I mean, we earned it. It increases defense while attacking, or something. I'll put up any other effects it might have, because this game is actually really bad about listing the effects of equipment and stuff, so yeah. Now, even though we've been doing a lot this episode, there is just one last thing that we need to show off in Monstro Town for our visit to be complete. Who is it? Sorry, but the sensei isn't in. Oh my gosh!
Jagger!
Bowser, I haven't seen you for so long. I've been studying here at the dojo under the sensei Jinx because, to tell you the truth, I knew I couldn't beat Smithy. That's why I'm here now. Someday I'm gonna return and make you proud.
Don't worry about me. I've got new troopers now, and we're gonna take back my castle. You stick to your guns. Train like there's no tomorrow.
Aw, that's sweet. My sensei is out right now, but he'll be back shortly. In the meantime, will you accept a challenge from me? Sure thing. Great. You know that I'm not gonna make it easy for you, right? Oh, that voice is painful. So here we have actually an optional fight with Jagger. He just looks like a normal Terrapin from the start of the game, but he hits a lot harder, and he takes quite a few more hits. However, our party is nothing but offense, so this probably won't last long. And that move is just kind of cool, just flies across the screen and decks a dude. My advice for this fight anyway is just kind of hit him. Your special attacks aren't going to do much, and Jagger is actually specifically resistant against Mario's jump attacks. So if you think you're going to use a classic move on this guy, I don't think so. It's not going to work. And thankfully, he missed Mario with his special attack. But yes, that is Bowser's new weapon, the Spiked Link, which is just really cool. And the timing on that is really hard and weird to get. However, this slugfest is about over. Yikes, you're tough! Yikes! I guess that was to be expected. Mario, you're a top-notch fighter. You did well for your inexperience, Jagger. Sensei, have you been here all along? You felt my key, didn't you? Not bad for a novice. He's a tiny man. Your fighting style, it isn't as foolproof as you think. I'll accept the challenge any day. Well, now that we're here, we can always challenge Jinx. Now this should be interesting. Can you beat the Master Mario? Now this is one of the game's optional bosses if you choose to fight him, and we are actually going to be doing that right now. You wish to challenge me? Alright, let's see what you're capable of. So here we start this optional fight with Jinx, this martial artist master who hits really hard, and he has about 600 HP, which isn't really all that much, but as our team is still physically based, we are just gonna keep attacking him as quickly as we can. My advised strategy for this is to have Peach in your party because you're gonna need healing more than you think. You can always heal with other people, of course, but Peach and Bowser I usually take to fight this guy because Bowser can tank the hits and Peach can revive your party and heal them very quickly. Thankfully, Jinx can only attack one person at a time. Now after he takes a certain amount of hits, Jinx will use Valor Up to increase his defense, and that will make things a little more challenging in the long run. What am I even saying anymore? Because as you can see, that brutal spike of defense has definitely made him a lot more difficult. But since we do have Geno in our party, we can always use Geno Boost. And that is a very interesting move to time Jinxed, when he just kind of beats up your dude, or beats up one of your party members, because you need to nail the timing. You want to press the button around the end of the combo. And now Bowser is attack up and defense up, so he is ready to wreck shop here. Geno's also a very viable party member like Geno, Peach, and Mario, but you can basically do anything, because it's Mario RPG. Although that's the end of it. Phew! Simply amazing. I guess I underestimated you. You pack quite a punch. But don't let it go to your head, because I let you have that round. Let's have a rematch. But we're not going to be doing that in the next episode, or in this episode for that matter, because we've had a very full episode, and we've done a lot today. We explored all of Monstro Town, we started the sequence of Jinx fights, and that we did the first one, but we're not going to be doing the next one yet, because we are not ready for it yet. I mean, we could do it, but I don't want to just spam a bunch of Jinx fights in a row, so we'll be getting back to that later. So if you want to see our progress back to Land's End and toward Bean Valley, then I just hope to see somebody in the next one. Bye-bye.